Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. I've been working on a series of videos featuring using ChatGPT to do Midjourney prompts. Midjourney, now I've been working with version 6.0 since it came out. This has been about 2 weeks now. I've been working with a website called midlibrary.io to get different styles from. I'm pretty excited to share this latest version of a script that I've been working on, which deals with benchmarks. So a benchmark is a particular type of style that's proven to be very popular on the mid-library site. So I'll show the mid-library site in just a little bit, but first I'll start off going through some of these prompts. So this is, I think this is the first one I have in my batch. So it says Ilya Repin, inspired, bustling, etc. Type prompt. So these are people or techniques that have been well liked on the site that I'll show in just a moment, the website. So this is an abstract painting by Francis Picabaya. And I don't know a lot of these people. No, I've heard of Max Ernst. I thought this came out quite nice. Surrealism type image. This was pretty cool. A sculpture. This is an illustration, kind of weird, interesting. This was a neat one. This was a high-speed photography by Harold Edgerton. And this was Andrew Wyeth. So he's one I have used before, but a lot of these are new to me. This is, it says Robert Motherwell, A Modernist Approach. So all of these are featuring Durian, which is the daily theme for today. And photographic type image. And this is a whimsical digital art piece by Studio Ghibli, animated style. Interesting image. So again, these are particular images that people have liked quite a bit. This is a Monet watercolor. I think this one got in there by accident, but because I don't think this one's on the mid-library site, but I liked it quite a bit. And here's a digital illustration of futuristic type setting. And here's an impasto type painting by Pierre Soulages. Again, a lot of new people for me here. And this was, what's this say? Rachel McLean's vibrant surreal style. So here we get a nice cross section of treatments of Durian. This is a pre-Raphaelite style. And this is an Ansel Adams picture. Let me skip up to here. What was this? I don't. Elsa Fortescue, Brickdale. Again, these are new people to me. It says a detailed style, illustrating a scene. So maybe an illustrator. Pretty nice image. And I think this is the last one I have. Alexander Jansen, Digital Artistry. Okay, so let me go to the mid-library site. So here's the mid-library site. It's called midlibrary.io. And definitely, if you like Midjourney styles, this is the place to go. They have over 4,000 styles. And with so many styles, they need to be managed in some way. And so they have a number of ways that you can classify the different styles. And this is my third video talking about different ways of doing this. I have one which uses genres. I have another one which uses, um, uh, it's escaping me. Well, let me take a look. So I've got genres, and I did benchmarks just today. And the one I did before was techniques. Okay, so techniques, different types of techniques. Okay, and then the benchmarks, which is what I have it sorted by now or filtered by now, is a combination of all sorts of different things. So you see designers, architects, various genres, it's like various artists, techniques, painters, and so on. And if you uh, drill into one of these, it will, it has a number here. So this one is 9.0. And I think I'm not sure if it goes to 9 or 10. Um, but they talk about the way that they have of judging these. And does it go into detail here? So if you drill into these on the site, it will tell you some about the person involved or whatever it is. It might be a technique. And then you have some example prompts that'll show using the given style. And yes, it's a 9 scale. So this was 9 out of 9. So uh, the people that evaluated this really like the prompts that come up if you reference this person's name, Joseph Frank. And you can see these are indeed nice images. And so what I did was I um, went through all of the benchmarks, and there's 300 some odd of them. And I yeah, to get to the whole list, you just type in benchmarks in the search box that they have, and then it'll pull up all of the benchmarks. And I know there's around 350 of them or so. There's 6 pages that it has of them. It's acting a little slow. I'm hoping this will come up so I can show this. While I was thinking about this, I'll go to my script real quick, and we can look at it that way. So I have a script, chat GPT instructions for benchmarks, and then if I go down to the list of benchmarks, you can get an idea of your different types of photography, and these are the photographers' names, and then art styles. Now I split these up with ChatGPT because it just said like art painters is what it had. It has a super long list, and I found it's more effective with ChatGPT if you break it down into more manageable. This one's pretty large, isn't it? But anyway, I try to get them into around 10 to 20 items per list. You can see that it has quite a wide range of different types of styles. Here we have designers, then various artists. Then we get into folk arts, traditional and folk arts, then historical and period styles, techniques, sculptors, street artists, fashion designers, titles, genres, and filmmakers. Okay, and sort of an interesting list. Like, there's not very many there's only one fashion designer, just a couple of street artists. So could I think it could be a little broader on some of these, but it's pretty interesting. The idea this still didn't come back. Um, I really wanted to show. So benchmarks. Let's see if it works this time. And if I click here, it's got this X'd out here. Okay, benchmarks. Maybe if I click on it. Okay, there, that worked. Okay, so these are the ones that are benchmarks, and you can click on one of them like I did before, and it'll show you what the number is. And maybe sometime I'll go and like have some way of picking on the ones that have the highest numbers, or maybe make a smaller list on ones that I particularly like. But anyway, there's 6 of them. And all I did was I went and grabbed them uh, like this. And then I could give this to ChatGPT, and it can take what you give it and make sense out of it, which is pretty cool. So I could give it this. I'm not going to do it right. I'll just show what it looks like. So I can go to ChatGPT, and in the chat box, I could give it this, and I could ask it uh, to let me go ahead and add myself here in the picture. Oh, I'm in the picture. All right. So sometimes I take myself out so I don't block the images, but these were small enough I didn't think it would be an issue. Anyway, you can give it this whole thing that you scrape from the website and tell it that you want a category of, um, it'll, like these are photographers, and then it'll choose a name, and then it will come up with a list. Let's see if I have one that it took me a while to build up this list. I'll see if I can give an example here of what it originally will give you. So here I started with photographers and had a big long list like this. And then I split it up into more bite-sized pieces. But Midjourney was smart enough to be able to take uh, text that's kind of all jumbled together like this is, and then I just had to explain to it what I wanted. The the photographers was the category, and then the artist or photographer that would go in the category, and then similarly for the others. And it's smart enough to make a category for painters and for various and so on, and then construct these lists that I use to construct the script. And been really, really happy with the results that it's come up with. So, as an example, the daily theme was Durian. So I'll just ask it for 6 more, and we can take a look at what it comes up with. So it's just going through the lists, and the instructions are telling it to try to pick from different parts of the list so you get a nice variety. And so that's what it's doing, going through the different categories. And looks like it's going a little bit slow here, so I'm not going to wait for it to go through that, but I will publish. I guess I'll do it right now while I'm thinking about it. I will publish this script on the ChatGPT instructions for prompts based on benchmarks. And then you can just open a new session and give it the script, and then it'll respond with a welcome. So here's a different list of benchmarks from the script, and then